road opening spells. So this is also a new addition to the prosperity magic class. You know, so many times we're like, how do I get the money come? How do we, you know, how do I get it? How do I get it? How do I get it? And that's all great. But sometimes we can do spells for attraction and things don't work. And we're like, what is going on? And it usually means that there's some kind of blockage. There's something in the way. And just like we do shadow magic, we do shadow work to find out how we get in our own way, or what are the things that we need to see that are in our own way. We can do the same thing with our prosperity. Because if we're like, okay, I'm trying to talk to this person who they're like, there's a job opening and I cannot get this HR person on the phone, or this person, maybe they're avoiding me, or I can't find this person's number, or why am I stuck at this particular income level? There's a block. So we use road opening spells to get out of that. So I will also share some methods for that. Yes, Abre Caminos, exactly. So first, you can actually buy some. That's like the easiest thing to do if you have the time. You can go to a botanica. You can find these on Etsy. You can get store-bought candles, but you can get baths, floor washes, candles, and incense. And in Spanish, the phrase is Abre Camino, which means opening the road opening. So on the left, the two on the left are road opening candles, and you see like they have different colors. And on the two on the right, those are blockbusters. Because sometimes we feel like we are so blocked, a regular road opener is not enough. We need something like, so that's what a blockbuster's for. So I would say go for the road opener before going for the blockbuster, because blockbusters sometimes they create a lot of dust. They create maybe like a mini kind of explosion in your life. But sometimes that's what we need. And then when the dust settles, then our way comes through, and then we can get what we need. So you're going to have to think about your situation and how much do you need. But I like to recommend a road opener first before going with the big dogs, because you might not need an explosion in your life. You just need to clear out some obstacles. Alexa says, I dress mine with uncrossing oil for a little razzle dazzle. There you go. Hey, there you go. So as I said, if you want to just buy these already made, you can do that. And back to the whole established magical traditions. If you're like, I can buy these from a store, do they work? Yes, and I'll tell you why. They work because they have been used for years and years and years. And these companies that have been making them, most of them have been making them for years. Or the botanicas where you purchase them, it's an accepted thing. So really it's all your intention. Your intention is what's key. It's not about, if I buy a store-bought thing and it doesn't have any oils, is it really going to work? That's not the way to come back. You like, this says it's going to open some roads. I'm going to add my intention to open those roads, and it's going to work. That's really what it's coming down to. But we can do some other things if you want to add extra power to it. Yeah. Alexa says she would say use that if you think you're jinxed. Like, yeah, if you think that someone has put some kind of like thrown some magic your way, or some negativity that is like in your way, or some kind of evil eye, that is also going to be like, these kind of products will be very helpful to clear all that other stuff out the way. So now you can also get, I didn't really mention it if you have, in my YouTube channel, I also have a video on cutting, clearing, and clarity. If anyone has access to my YouTube channel, would you please put that link down there? Because I go to a little more depth in the road opening spells. So it's the YouTube channel. I have a video on, it's called Clarity, Clearing, and Spiritual Cord Cutting, something like that. And I have a whole section on road opening spells. So one of the things I also talk about is herbs such as, now in the botanica, you can get a plant or you can get an herb called Abre Camino. That's what it's called. So you can buy the herb. So that's one way you could do it yourself. And there's also cassia chips. Chips can be boiled, and then you can use the tea from that and use that in your ritual. So that's another way. So even though I mentioned DIY road opening herbs here, I did not mention Abre Camino because you can only get it particular places. So I wanted to have stuff that you might be able to get on your own. Thank you. Vin and Melanie have placed the link there. Thank you so much. So you can go deeper by checking out those videos, because I definitely have a whole section on road opening. So if you want to do these yourself, oranges and or orange essential oil are also good for road opening. Epsom salt, sage, hyssop. Hyssop is a traditional purification herb. It's mentioned in the Bible that hyssop can make you whiter or cleaner than snow. And crossroads dirt. Crossroads are like an intersection. You know, like these days they're like, what's a crossroad? A crossroad now is an intersection, you know, where two roads meet, and it is considered a liminal place where things meet. And so one way, if you wanted to do this yourself, if you have any of these items, oranges or orange essential oil, Epsom salt, sage, hyssop, crossroads dirt, you can use them in a bath or a floor wash. If you like to do floor washes with your magic, you can dress candles. A black or orange 7-day candle is good for that. You can make it into an anointing oil yourself, or you can burn it on a charcoal tablet as incense. So this is just for opening the road. So this is something that you could do, and it's not very heavy. But this is, as I said, this is for opening the road. But when you look at the different things here, we have salt for protection, orange is cleansing, sage is cleansing, hyssop is purification, crossroads dirt is a little magical razzle dazzle. If you don't want to use crossroads dirt, you don't have to. So if you just wanted to use a 1, 2, 3, 4, the first 4, you're good. No, you don't have to have all the ingredients. If you can, that would be great, but you don't have to. Ooh, Angelica also uses railroad nails. So these are like these different like old school kind of hoodoo techniques. Not everyone here does hoodoo, but you know, if you wanted to learn more about that, definitely do your research. Oh, there you go. Darlene says, I have rope cadenza, I think chain breaker oil I got from my local Botanica. Is that the same? Yes, it is. Yes, it's like there's a few different products that you can find in Botanicas, which are very similar and are all very helpful. Opening the road, like road openers, chain breakers, all these different things. What if I can't find hyssop? That's okay. Hyssop, I'm sure you can find at on Etsy if you wanted to go that route, or like if you have a Botanica in your if you have a Botanica in your neighborhood that you can go and visit where they sell herbs, you can usually find hyssop there. But if not, you skip it. Clarify the crossroads dirt. So crossroads dirt in hoodoo, for example, the crossroads is a place where it's like a liminal place where the earth meets the divine. So the idea is that if you're using dirt from the crossroads, you are adding a little extra otherworldly power to your spell. Oh, mountain rose herbs. That's another place. If you wanted to find railroad nails, definitely all these places I'd say go to, if because not every spiritual store will have all of these things, because some spiritual stores are more hardcore, shall we say, than others. You can get railroad nails at some. You can only get candles in some. Some you can get all kinds of stuff. In the Bronx, near I'm in New York. Well, I'm no longer New York City, but I'm a little outside of New York City now. Original Botanica has everything. They're like this huge store. They also have an online component, and they're like the Home Depot of magical supplies. They're fantastic. You could get like railroad nails from there. You can get all kind of herbs like hyssop, and they have people making candles, but you can also buy your own candles. They have statues. So Original Botanica, I think it's called originalproducts.com. Erica says, Yay's Botanica in Atlanta. Oh, Tiana says, is this a place we physically go to? Yes, the crossroads. Oh, I'm sorry. So yes, it's an actual crossroads. Like back in the day, they would say that like there was the like Robert Johnson, the classic blues player. He went to the crossroads. He met with the devil, and he sold his soul and became this fantastic guitar player. We're not talking about you're going to the crossroads to meet with the devil. That's not the point. We're saying that the crossroads is a place where magical things happen, where spirit is able to, where you're able to connect with spirit, or spirit is in the earth of the crossroads. These days, a crossroads is an intersection. So if you're going to do that, just be very careful, because people can see you at a crossroads, and people are like, what is that person doing? So you just have to be mindful if you're going to go that route. But some of you are already doing this, so I don't have to tell you. Yeah. Angelica says, be careful, you may meet Papa Legba. So just be, this is for people who know what they're doing. Like, I am not recommending that you do any of this that you are not comfortable with, that you don't know anything about. Please do your research. Arden says, I pick an intersection that has something about it that scares me, like a huge bridge over water. Ooh. And yeah, Papa Legba is a trickster, though. Sunny says, I love dropping offerings at crossroads. Yeah, so any four-way intersection, yes. Mm-hmm. Can you work with a road opener for shadow work? Actually, yes, you can. Yes, you can. That's like, because you want clarity. So you're saying, if you're going to do shadow work, that means you want to learn about something. And a road opener would do the same as showing you what you need to see, because maybe you didn't know, like you're like, there's something that I need to know about what's going on with me, and I feel very blocked, or maybe I was afraid to know about what I need to know. You do a road opener, things are going to open for you. Again, it's shadow work, so it's not always going to be fun, but it's going to give you clarity. All right. I have more. Let's see. Blockbuster herbs. Now, this is when you're going for the really heavy thing. So these are herbs, and for this, I think you need all of these. Master of the Woods, five-finger grass, High John the Conqueror, lemongrass, and mint. These, you need all of these. So this would be a botanica or like place on Etsy. And these are herbs that when you use them together, they create a in your life. And you can use them in a bath, floor wash, candle dressing, again, a black or orange 7-day candle, make them into an anointment oil, and or burn them on a charcoal as an incense. So I did something I did a blockbuster bath a few years ago. Remember, I was saying, like, I was living in New York City, and I had split up with my first husband, and I didn't have any money. Like, I could not, where I was living. I mean, I had a new boyfriend at the time. I had a different boyfriend. So this is years ago. This has nothing to do with where I am in life now. But I was so struggling, and I wasn't making ends meet. And I was like dragging my what do you call these, like, by my knuckles every month after month. It was so tight. And I was like, something has to give. Something has to give. And I was just, it was the worst. So I went to a Botanica, and I got like a blockbuster bath, and I took a bath. And what ended up happening was my landlord basically kicked me out. Not kicked me out bad, but it was kind of like his landlord he lived somewhere else, and he was renting somewhere else, and their landlord was doing renovations. So he and his family needed somewhere to live. So they're like, well, we need to live in your house. We need our apartment back now. So you need to find somewhere else to live. I was like, damn, shit. Okay, now what do I do? And what I ended up doing was I ended up moving in with my boyfriend at that time. And that ended up being a good thing for a little while anyway, because I no longer had this large rent bill. But before all of this worked out, I had the whole explosion of, oh my God, I don't have anywhere to live, or like I have to find a place to live. And oh my God, what am I going to do? But everything just sort of like exploded. So again, blockbuster should be used when you feel like it's your back is against the wall, and or if you feel like someone has like sent a jinx or something your way, and you just have cross conditions and you just can't seem to get over that. So blockbuster, I think, is like more real serious, uh, serious cases. So something to think about. Yeah, see? Oh, that's what happened. Or I'd say that's just what happened to me. And I know I'm going to be buying a house, which I wouldn't have been pushed into if I wasn't kicked out of here. Totally. It's like when it pushes you into something, but you're going to land on your feet. But before you land on your feet, you're going to be scared for a little bit. You're going to be like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. You're going to be like, but there's a reason. I mean, there's timing, there's reason for everything. There are times when a blockbuster is very important and it saves us. So don't be afraid if you feel like you're at your wits end and you need to make a big change. You're like you need something to give, like something's got to give. I cannot live like this anymore. That's when you bring in that blockbuster. Yeah. The difference between road opener and blockbuster. So road opener is just, it's a little more gentle. It's just opening the road. It's like sweeping the obstacles out of the way. Blockbuster explodes them out of the way. So just think blockbuster, just think like dynamite uh versus a broom. Yeah. Yes, Arden. Oh my gosh, you're preaching today. Arden says the truth will set you free, but first it will piss you off. Amen. Mhm. And yes, so Tony, with blockbuster, yes, you need all of those. Because remember, these are a lot of strong herbs. Master of the woods, like these are like domination herbs. These are herbs that are used for like 5-finger grass, good for doing what a 5 fingers can do. These are all like very strong, uh, powerful herbs. So when you use them all together, you're creating. It's an herbal bomb, you know, but and a bomb in the sense that it's going to blow obstacles out of the way. You're not going to get hurt, but something big is going to happen, and you're just going to have just. It's a good herb and mints. Can I get the mints? How much of them? Yeah, try a 1-to-1 ratio. Yeah, one like one of each, like one, or is that one? Yeah, like an equal amount of each. All right. After all of that, review, like reflect, review, and